This is the House of Parliament where men and women have sat for decades, making decisions that would affect all our lives. Do they really work in the interests of the people or themselves? They sit at the round tables, trying to decipher which way to turn. Is it left or is it right? Have the people benefited from those decisions? Our people have suffered for far too long. Change should not be a figment of the imagination, but reality. Every boy, every girl, every man, every woman are equally important. The market vendor joyfully sells her produce. The fish vendor skillfully uses his cutlass to cut the fish. Keep on working. Let your smile be your motivation. Build a community of brotherly and sisterly love. Don't give up on your dreams. Surround yourself with positive thinkers. Think big and keep on moving. Keep pushing the envelope. Yes, push that envelope until you have succeeded. You may have made many mistakes, but that is no reason to stop. Don't you dare give up. Get ready for that overflow. Get ready for that breakthrough. The overflow is coming. Showers of blessings. Stay cool. Stay calm. Stay collective. Ride the rough waves of life. Hold on to that rope tightly. Just keep working. Keep moving. Keep believing. Self-motivation. Well, hello everyone. Good evening. It is Monday evening and welcome to Lies and Deceit. I am your host, Soraya Alexander, affectionately known as Soso, and tonight you are watching me in 3 different places every night, every Monday night, except Saturdays. Every Monday you are going to be seeing me on television, GVD TV, Flow 115. My YouTube, let me say hello to my senior citizens, because when I am on television, they are having a ball. Allow me to say good night to Mrs. Wallace. How are you of Sanssouci? I would also like to say hi to Jean Walters, like my second mommy. Hi Jean, how you doing, darling? I also would like to say hello to Mr. Edme Celestin. That is Vitus, his dad. Boy, he's Suzu. Suzu is his number one. He's my number one fan, you see. Hello. And to all my wonderful senior citizens, both in St. Lucia and in the diaspora, I love y'all like crazy. You know, you really keep me. And there's another one I have to say hi to is Dane. Dane is from he is in either Cayenne or French Guiana. He's on the French side, and he called me, and I'm telling you, all of them just love their so. And Dane, I just want to tell you, have a blessed night. You are just so wonderful, because you know I am thrilled that I am able to come here and you are expecting me, and that I am able to bring food to you. And this is what I am here for. We're here to educate people. We're here to make you laugh. You know, I know sometimes y'all just crack up and say so is so much, but I love y'all, because the senior citizens are the ones who governed our country, not in terms of being in government, but they build our country. So we need to respect them. So when I see my senior citizens are being ill-treated, no, I am gonna come for them. So I love you, my senior citizen. I love you like crazy. And I also love my YouTubers. Good night. You guys are looking so fantastic. One thing, my YouTubers always back in YouTube. YouTubers, you guys got to help. So I have said to y'all that I need to move to 1,000. subscriber. Help me, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, and bring so to 1,000. I have 61,000 on Facebook. That's cool, but I need more people on YouTube. So get your friends, get everybody to subscribe. I'm seeing people subscribing from all over the world. I even, and my Facebookers, y'all know I can't forget y'all. Y'all know I can't forget y'all. I love y'all like kosher love labu. So my Facebookers, you know I love you. But people hear this now. This is why when I say to y'all, this is not of me. Today I had a very busy day. Today I am hearing, so, is that so? I met Julietta. Hi, Julietta. And then where I had to go and do some other business, the officer know me. Hi, officer. How are you? I'll see you tomorrow again. How are you, darling? Hope everything is fine. And let me tell you all something. I had a call. Somebody tell me a congressman was talking about me. He want me to fly over to talk to him. Hello. I live in y'all in St. Lucia. I go in. I can't buy food there. If I get a congress shaman to marry me, I go in. I live in y'all there. But y'all know I love y'all. But tonight, people, let us wish happy birthday to a young lady. Let us wish happy birthday to this wonderful, wonderful young lady. It is coming from her mom, her grandmother, Mrs. Wallace of Sanssouci. So let us wish happy belated birthday to Abigail Joseph. Abigail's birthday was yesterday, and your grandmother is so proud of you. And I need to read the message that she sent to me so that I don't leave out anybody. Okay. So she is saying happy birthday to her granddaughter, who is beautiful and precious. We pray God's blessings, joy, peace, good health, and all good things to her. We love you. Enjoy every bit of your birthday from Mommy, Grandma, Joseph, aunties, cousins, and friends. So they would really love to wish you a happy birthday, darling. And it is coming from your grandma, your mommy, your uncles, and your cousins. And it's also coming from the Lies and Deceit family, Akeem and myself. And we wish you the very best. Celebrate the whole month of August. Of June. I'm thinking of my birthday, sorry. Celebrate the whole month of June as your birthday. Cut your cake, darling, and celebrate. So people, show her some love and tell her happy birthday. And I'd also like to thank her granny, Mrs. Wallace, for sponsoring, for supporting the show in buying coffees. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And tonight, you are very aware that we have a brilliant young lady to speak to you tonight, to show you her talent. Yes, this is what we are all about here. We're gonna give you the political side of things, but we also have to feed your soul with the good our young people are doing, because as you know, politics is very toxic, and everybody like a good roro, they want to come to the show and roro. When is the young people? So there is a level of hypocrisy. There's a level of hypocrisy when people are saying that they love the young people, but when I put the flyers and showing that the young people are coming on, they run away. They do not come to support, because it's not rural, it's politicians. Politicians, they give a rat's about us. They don't care. These young people I have been highlighting, they are the future. And let me tell you what I realize about people everywhere. Try to be a success and they will run away. If you're in a roro, they prefer that. So we need to encourage our young people, because if we realize what has been happening, a bow bow everywhere, right? And there is a dangerous movement in this country, and this is why I'm trying to highlight our productive and powerful young people, because it almost seems like even y'all, some of y'all adults, the way y'all behave is like all our young people are bad. All our young people into bow, bow, bow. Hello? Stop stigmatizing our young people. Not all of them are in the bow bow. Not all of them in the gangs. Not all of. We have many young people doing great and marvelous things, right? And we need to encourage them. So this is what you're like. Y'all, if it's a Roro, y'all come in and support. But as I said, my last guest I had, I put her stuff in. How many of you shared it? How many of you shared? If I have to continue working with the young people, I will, because they are the future. We are going. So allow me, somebody just bought some coffees again, and the person asked me to stay strong, my dear friend. I will, darling. I know people don't like to put their names. Again, thank you to Mrs. Wallace for the coffees. And yesterday I got that message, either yesterday or Saturday. I think it's Saturday I got that message. And someone bought me many coffees. And that message was so good. This person said, "Good morning from California, Miss Alexander. You and your son are doing a phenomenal job. All of the research and editing must be tedious." Yes, darling. And when we ask them to support and buy our coffee, they say it needs to make me rich. I'm making money. Really? You could not. Like somebody said, you couldn't pay me for what I'm doing here. Trust me, you couldn't. Because my fee would be very high. So the person went on to say, however, we are grateful for the information. I am praying that we do not go to the old St. Jude, since I plan to retire in St. Lucia. Have a blessed Sunday. It was yesterday. I wish to remain anonymous. Thank you. And you will, because I don't know, even if I see your email, I don't know who is that. That is how private Buy Me a Coffee is, if you don't want to put your name. So I really want to say to this wonderful person, thank you. I sincerely appreciate it. And this is what they don't understand. Like, for instance, tonight we have this young lady on. We had to take all her stuff, put it in video, edit it, come here and showcase her. So it's not like we just setting up and just do an ordinary Facebook Live. This is not an ordinary Facebook Live. It's an entire production with lots of equipment, lots of software, lots of this, lots of that. So appreciate a woman who comes here and tell you the truth. If I have to slam SLP, I slam them. If I have to slam Flobo, I slam them. This is what you want, honesty, not people being biased towards political parties. At the end of the day, they ain't paying my bills. And allow me to say hi to Winsbert. Winsbert is my YouTuber, you know. Winsbert, I'm not seeing Winsbert here tonight, or maybe he has not commented. But Winsbert is one of my active YouTubers who always speak, who always talk, okay? And Winsbert bought me coffees for the last show, and he said, "Thank you, Soraya, great job." And thank you so much for supporting the show. And Winsbert, I know you're very active on YouTube, always talking when we have the shows. Also, we have Ketra, who became a member, and she said, "I am very happy that you are opening the eyes of St. Lucians and giving them all those information and telling them the truth. Thank you so. You are most welcome, Ketra, sorry. And this is what I want people to understand. This is not a joke. What I'm doing here is not a joke. Imagine today I was at a particular bank doing something, and one of the staff said to me, "You don't have your securities. You don't have your security. You tell me that security." I said, "Don't worry, my security is there." So you see everybody checking for this. So hi, my friend. I know her very well. I'll not mention her name. And allow me to say thank you to Kent Daisy. Kent, thank you, darling. He bought coffees for me again. And Kent said, "Knowledge is power. I appreciate the exposure of the lies while bringing the truth to life." Thank you very much, Kent Daisy. Greatly appreciate. And that's what people have to realize. I am really tired. I'm really exhausted. I'm going to be exhausted maybe up until the end of next week. Busy. Come in, and I'm here doing this labor of love. Okay, my people, to support the movement, you know. And I also want to say thank you to Arnold. Arnold always supporting. Arnold just bought me some coffees. Thank you, people. And if you really understood what I do and understand as a creator, me come in and do that, you will support the show. You will support every day. Imagine you have like sometimes I have like 800, 1,000 people watching. You could imagine if y'all decide to buy each of y'all buy me a coffee. Can you imagine what would have happened? But no, you're gonna get so rich. But what I'm giving you, you can't pay me. But people, tonight I have a wonderful young lady with me. A very, very, very wonderful young lady. Allow me to introduce to you Abigail Mitchell. Abigail is only 19 years old. Now, this is why people are saying they're afraid to come to St. Lucia. They're afraid St. Lucia is very dangerous. I will stay in my country. Let me tell you why. Because all the foreign countries, right, they are more dangerous than St. Lucia. Because if you look in the US for the past 2 to 3 weeks, they have been killing people non-stop. What I want my people of St. Lucia to do is stop saying St. Lucia is dangerous and stop and start holding the powers that be to do their work and bring our country back to where it's supposed to be. No one can stop crime, but at least you can do what you have to do so we can feel safe in our country. Okay? Now, my people, we keep saying the young people this, the young people bad. Look, this young lady, Abigail Mitchell, only 19 years, went to Castro's Comprehensive Secondary School. She never ever studied clothing and textile. She never studied. We have gifted young people in St. Lucia, and these are the young people we're supposed to be highlighting. We have a culture in this country. Oh yes, we must embrace the young people. We must embrace the young people. What are we doing? Right? Look at the numbers tonight. Look at the numbers tonight, because it's not politics. It's a young lady being showcased. Where is the support? How can we propel our young people forward when y'all show it, y'all prepare Denry segment, mate, wule, then supporting things that could increase our GDP, grow our GDP. Anyway, Abigail Mitchell, say good night to my audience, and we'll take it from there.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Abigail, tell them your name, how old are you, and just give us a little insight about you.
Okay, good night. My name is Abigail Mitchell. I'm turning 19.
Don't be shy, Abigail. When is your birthday, Abigail? Because Abigail, what I find with the talented students or the talented young people, they're very soft-spoken. But, she is the next millionaire in the making. And I am showcasing y'all so the international people can see y'all and grab y'all. Because that's what they do. They go, they scout, they look for people. If you become a millionaire because of my show, I am happy. I want nothing from you. It's just I don't want you to continue excelling. Abigail, when is your birthday? You said you're going to be 19.
Yes, I'll be 19, turning 19 on the 19th of June.
Oh, 19. Day. Oh, so Sunday is your birthday.
Yeah.
So advanced birthday greetings, Abigail. Don't be shy. My other guests were shy. So Abigail, let us wrap. Abigail, again, Akeem was the one who told me about you, and I was like blown away by your talent. First and foremost, Abigail, before we move on, tell me how you enjoyed your 5 years at the Castridge Comprehensive Secondary School.
Okay, my 5 years at the Castridge Comprehensive Secondary School, it wasn't always roses, because it wasn't always like a bit of roses, but I got through it. I enjoyed my 5 years. Actually, I made good friends. Most of them are still my friends now, so it's like we became a family. So it was great.
Okay, and what was the most interesting subject for you, because to me, the talent you are displaying, you didn't study that subject. And when I went to Castries Comprehensive School myself, I did a little bit of arts and craft and sewing. So that's why I can sew a little something, do a little something. Not good, but I can stitch a hair stitch, they know the different stitches. So what was your favorite subject at Castries Comprehensive Secondary School?
I had three favorite subjects. Um, that was auto mechanics, mechanical engineering, nutrition. Those were the three subjects I enjoyed.
Just now, wait. Auto mechanics, and what's the other one?
Mechanical engineering and
Mechanic
food and nutrition.
and food and nutrition. Now you're a girl. Girls don't like to get their hands dirty. So tell me what inspired you to go into. You said these were your best subject. What was your motivation, or what made you love those subjects, especially the mechanical ones?
Um, so I grew up in a family of cooks, people who like to cook. They like to experiment with food. So I grew up liking to cook. So I wanted to go further in that subject. And for the auto mechanic and the mechanical engineering, I always loved the vehicles. I'm not one. I don't think I'll be like an office job kind of person. So these were great.
So let me ask you, because I know you have this. Before we go really into your business, you said you're not an office person and you like to be out, and you'd like to be out in the field. So do you see yourself going into that field?
Into the field of auto mechanics and
Uh huh.
mechanical engineering.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that.
Great. So as you have left school, Abigail, have you ever worked on any vehicle?
I have my father's vehicle.
Oh, really? What was wrong with your father's vehicle?
It's very old, shutting down. So we got to work on the engine, we got to work on the interior, then we got to work on the clutch and whatnot, the
Okay.
gearbox.
So were you able to solve it? Were you able to solve the issues and for it to get up and get going again?
Well, not me, but I did watch my cats.
So you were working
Like
under the
for,
supervision of someone. That's what you're saying.
yeah, because when
Oh,
we did the engine, I got to take apart the engine, but I wouldn't put it
wow.
back together because
So you
I wouldn't
took
want to
you
put it
you
back
took
together the first
apart the
time.
engine, you said. You took apart the engine.
Yes, we got to help. I got to take out the bolts and torque and whatnot, torque it and whatnot. But there was
Oh,
a experienced mechanic. Oh,
okay, with an experienced mechanic. So do you see yourself furthering your studies in mechanical, auto mechanics or mechanical engineering?
I do. That is my plan actually, to go further in the mechanical engineering and the engineering and whatnot.
Okay, so do you see yourself, have you sought schools in terms of maybe doing it in St. Lucia or overseas? What's your plan? You gonna be looking for schools in St. Lucia or overseas?
My plan was to look for schools overseas. I did find a couple of them, but then COVID came and you know. So I
Okay,
was
so
looking, I saw some that I liked.
so what are your plans? Have you decided to still go ahead with it, like, because as you realize the world is moving on, with COVID. So is that something you're gonna look to do again?
Yes, it is actually. I'm still looking to see if I could still go ahead and further my education in the auto mechanics field.
That is awesome. And I am now understanding why you are so creative. I am now understanding because creative people are usually hands-on people, and based on what you're saying, I had a look at what you're doing, and the good thing about this young lady, people, the good thing about her is that she is building her empire. And this is what a lot of people do not understand. And then in turn, they rush things and nothing comes out properly. She understood the mission. She realized she had a skill. Now, remember, I said to you, she never ever did clothing and textile at Castridge Comprehensive School or anywhere. But when we showcase what she does, it's going to blow your mind. So I need you to tell us about your business. Tell my audience the name and how you came about doing that.
Okay, so the name of my business, I wanted to leave it at Phoenix, but the usual way that it was spelled, the PH and whatnot, I wanted to leave it at that. But then in planning, I realized I want to be different. So I decided to spell it Fenyx instead. And what I want to do actually is take old clothes, old fabrics and whatnot, and recycle them into new garments, unique garments. So that's also why I have the name Phoenix, because the
Meaning?
original phoenix, the bird, it rises from the ashes of its predecessor. So kind of the same thing that I want to do, where old clothes become new. So it kind of have the same meaning of rising, except it's changing from one thing to another.
Yes,
So I've basically found.
and your concept is so right. And this is why you got to support the young people. And it's not all politics. I'm to come and talk politics here, because this is a phenomenal young lady. I need us to change the narrative that all our young people are bad. Sendisha is bad. Sendisha is going to the dogs. No. As long as you have people like Abigail, Ebony, Kyle, Akeem, as long as you have young people like this, St. Lucia can never go to the dogs. We need to change the narrative. We need to change it to say that we are going to move forward by supporting our young people. Because what we like a confusion, we like a roro, but it takes too much brain power to support a good thing. Roro doesn't take much of your brain cell for you to support it. But we need to change the narrative. Yes, crime is rampant in this country. We're not disputing that. But we are allowing crime to overshadow those brilliant young people. We need to put pressure on this government to get their act together in terms of crime, yes. But anybody on the outside looking in would believe that St. Lucia have no good young people, because every day is a gang war. Bow, bow, bow. This one fighting, this one shooting. And we have such powerful young people. And this is why I am highlighting them, because a lot of you are like the Roro, the Bacana. That is what intrigues you. But to sit and look at somebody's work, and we will show you her work. And this is what we have to do. We have to up the narrative, right? Bajans are very proud. They have crime and thing in their country, but trust me, they will up the good. And we need to realize that we have excellent young people. Look at Julian Alfred. We only want to highlight her when she runs well, but she has been good consistently. So we need to change the narrative. Yes, there is crime, bow, 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 people killing each other, but we have fantastic people. So I want the world to believe we ain't got good people. We do. Now on the screen, as you can see, you could see all her social networks, right? Connects with Phoenix Handmade Clothing on social media. Excuse me. You could see her WhatsApp if you want to DM her. But she is so brilliant that she is putting her idea together. She is putting her idea together to improve herself. So the last guest I had, Ebony, you remember she said during COVID, she had the idea, this is what we need our government to tap into. We as adults, we as professionals should be able to say, this is a young person, let us tap into her. You have to look at every young person with their talent on an individual basis. You just can't say, I am putting $5 million aside for young people. You just cannot say that. You need to look at each individual and see what she needs. She's doing this, maybe she needs $100,000. So what you do, she is young. I know they have small business management. I do not know, say do, whatever they call it. I do not know how effective that is. But we should have a place in St. Lucia that is almost like a trade show. And then these young people showcase their stuff. And then you can have traders from overseas coming in. Then we can have something like Shark Tank. These fellas come in seeing those young people. And then when I show you what she does, you'll be like, wow. And these people coming in, the Shark Tank coming, and she should give a pitch. And then they will guide her. They will guide her with finance, business plan, marketing. We need that. This is the level the country have to go. You just giving me a figure telling me 5 million for youth economy and making no sense to sister. 5 million for you. No, you cannot just look at her. Look at Ebony. Look at Kyle. You cannot just box all those young people together. You have to look at them on an individual basis and get people to work with them. Get people to work with them. Because one clothes, look at me, I have this dress on me for my size. It will not fit Ebony. I'm sure Ebony is slimmer than I am. So you cannot just put everybody into a box. So this is how you grow the young people. This is how you push them. And I'm highlighting these young people, and I'm waiting to see, because I know the government, all of them watch my show. I'm waiting to see if people will pick them up. Now, she as a young person, maybe she doesn't know that, but she can prepare her business plan, prepare everything, and do a pitch to an angel. And an angel pick her up, and she becomes the next wealthiest fashion designer. Then St. Lucia would want to embrace her. St. Lucia would want to say, oh, she's a St. Lucian, she's a St. Lucian. But at the stages where these young people need the help, they're not getting it. So allow me to show you some of Ebony's, sorry, not Ebony, Abigail's work. Their names are so close, Abigail. So my people, I will allow Abigail to tell you how she makes those stuff. Abigail, go ahead and explain to them how you make those stuff from the cloth. What do you do?
Okay, so a good bit of the stuff you saw were recycled.
When you say
And some of
recycle,
them I
what do you mean when you say recycle? Just explain so they would understand.
Okay, so the flowered pants, the green pants, and the mask
Uh-huh.
that was shown, those are actually one of those curtains.
Wow.
So that's how I mean by recycled. So using other fabric to make something new. So those
Wow.
were one of her curtains. We couldn't find the other side, so I didn't think that it
Just
made
now,
sense
just
to
now,
leave it
just
there.
now,
So I
just
used,
now. That was one of your mom's curtains?
yes.
Oh my goodness. Can we show that
We
again?
moved on one
That's
side,
the
but
that's the green one, right? That's the green one. That's the one in green,
yes,
right?
the green
Okay,
green
I
cargo
loved it.
pants.
I loved it when Akim and I was
No,
looking. I
not
was
that
like,
one.
not that one. Which
Not
one?
this one. The cargo pants.
Oh,
The
the
cargo
cargo
pants and the
pants
mask.
with. Okay, okay, not this one. That's the one with the kind of brown and white, right?
Brown and white. Yes. It has
Okay,
a. It's greenish and white with leaves of flowers on it. I can't remember.
yeah, it is. You can just show it. It is so fantastic that you use recycled stuff, girl. Let me tell you something, girl. You in the hands of somebody in the Shark Tank or somebody looking for, oh, this is what you're talking about. So
Yes.
this is, you're saying this was the curtain, right?
This was the curtain. Yes.
Oh my goodness. And then you even made a mask for the bands.
Yes, I did.
But Abigail, tell me, you don't imagine this young lady said to me she never learned how to sew. Did somebody in your family have that talent, Abigail?
My grandmother and my uncle both sewed. My uncle watched my mother and I watched the two of them. When my grandmother started watching my uncle, so we
So
went.
so wait. When you say watch, I know you help us understand. So you just watch your grandmother and your uncle, or did you try to cut and learn to sew, or did you just observe them?
I observed them majority of the time because I was too young at the time to play in the sewing machine and stuff. So I would just watch. My grandmother used to make these dolls, the reversible cloth dolls with the Journée Creole outfits, the traditional Journée Creole outfits with the little hats and whatnot. So I used to like watching her make those. I used to enjoy playing
Oh,
with them also, so I kind of always liked it.
this is just fantastic. This is just absolutely fantastic that a young lady could be so talented and do and to present that for sale. Now you say you just watch them. So when was the first time, Abigail? Is Flo interrupting the live? I'm seeing it saying sticking. Are they? Just 1 minute, Abigail. Okay, not really. Okay, well maybe the other stuff. So Abigail, when was the first time you took a scissors, you cut a cloth, and you decided to sew?
I think I was about 7. I think I was
Really?
7. Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that was the first time.
Abigail, so about 7. So did your granny or your mommy bought you the machine, or you just use their machine?
No, for the past few, I think first time I actually used a sewing machine was last year.
Really?
That was the first year. That was the first time
So
I used a sewing machine,
so
and
all
I
the time you
bought.
used to make stuff, you used to make it like sew in your hands. That's what you're saying.
Yes, completely by hand. It was a painful process,
Ah.
but completely by hand.
Oh my God, completely by hand. And we have, and I need all the young people out there. If you're talented, come, let me showcase you. I'll give you space on my page to put your stuff. Allow me to showcase you, because we have too many good young people in St. Lucia for the bad, to outweigh the good. We're going to show you some other stuff that Abigail does. so fantastic. The jacket she is wearing, she took this from various scraps and she made the jacket and she did other stuff. Did you see what this young lady is doing? And you expect so to only come here to talk about politics when we have brilliant young people like that? Hell nah, it's not gonna happen. We have to showcase our young people. If you're not smart, you believe in all our young people in St. Lucia are bad, they in crime, they in marijuana, they in this, they in that. Look at this talented young lady. I told you she was going to blow you away. And you're on TV, sweetie. You're on GVD TV Flow 115. You're on YouTube. You're on Facebook, and everybody giving you serious accolades. So guide us through all this crap I'm seeing there, and you have your paper and you're cutting. Just guide us through and tell us exactly what you were doing.
Okay, so I had some jeans pants. They didn't really fit, so I cut them up. That's the jeans you're seeing in the jacket. I cut them up, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with them, but it wasn't enough to make a full jacket, so I decided to buy some extra fabric to add to it, to just give it a little pop of color. So I bought, I think, a half a yard of the green fabric with the kind of sea themed to kind of match it. So I used the scraps and that added fabric to create the jackets.
Nice. And you wore the jacket, and it is just so beautiful. It's just so talented. And somebody all the way from the US said, I'm so impressed with what you're doing, meaning they're happy with what I'm doing with the young folks. Exposure is a must. Of course I'm going to expose my young people, because what I realize, we like to talk politics, and whereas we have so much good food, so much good talent, my let me tell you. So Abigail, you were speaking to me and you said to me that you have not really sold anything yet. You are just building your arsenal. Explain to my audience exactly what you're doing.
Okay, so it's a little, the way things are going, it's a little difficult to start off from scratch, so it will go slow at first. So what I want to do is I want to have everything in order before I actually start doing some massive exposure and whatnot. So for now, I'm still practicing, working on design, seeing what people like, what people don't like, and whatnot.
And this is awesome. And like I said, you have the correct business concept, which a lot of people, even those who have business, don't have that. You need to work strategically. And you're doing, if you don't know, I'll tell you, you're doing a form of marketing, like a soft marketing thing, like seeing what people like, seeing what people don't like. That's good. If you were supposed to go in front of Shark Tank, right, with Kevin and Roland and all those big boys, let me tell you something. They would grab you because you're different. And that is what people with money, that is what they are looking for. This is what people are looking for. They are looking for the next best talent. And if our governments, whether it's UWP or SLP, if they really wanted to hone in the young people, they could have had something like Shark Tank, and you get people to guide you, and these people would buy equity into your business, and your business will move forward, and you would make money. You are a prime candidate for success. You are not greedy in that, let me make a quick dollar. You are thinking of the process, and you are building your arsenal, and building your arsenal is excellent. Abigail, tell me, as a young, you're going to be 19 on Father's Day. Advanced birthday greetings to you. I want you to encourage our young people out there. You're welcome, sweetie. I want you to encourage the young people out there for me, because Of late, all we're hearing is pow, 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 pow. But we have you, and I'm so happy I'm highlighting you young people. We have people like you. I want you to say some encouraging words from your heart to our young people out there that they can do something. Don't give up. So whatever you want to encourage them, I'm giving you the opportunity to say.
Okay, so no matter how tough things are or things look, don't give up. Um, Follow your dream. Do what you love.
Yeah, but you didn't get discouraged. So did you have the backing of your family? Did you have the backing of your parents, your grandmother, whoever who encouraged you? Who gave you that support for you to continue this?
Uh, I have a great family actually. They all support me. My grandmother, my aunt, they're my number one supporters. Every
Awesome.
outfit, every design I come up with, my grandmother is the first one I go to show. Like, Granny, look, I made something new.
And what she says when you show it to her.
My grandmother likes drama. So she's always like, upade, upade.
Oh my God! Let me tell you, but you must tell Granny. Next time I need to say hi to Granny. You must tell Granny, but you took it from her.
No, the one I actually learned, I watched sewing, she died a good bit of years ago. So it's my other
Okay.
grandmother.
Oh, so it's your other grandmother. Okay, okay. She died. God rest her soul. But you are giving us hope. You are giving us hope. You are so talented. You are so good with what you're doing, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you, and it even shows. It even shows that we as St. Lucians, it's not only about rural politics, blah, blah, blah. We need to encourage our young people. Our country is plagued with bikers losing their lives, people dying, but we have young people. Look at her work. We have young people who are building their arsenal. And this is why I keep fighting for our young people, because she is building her arsenal. Ebony said during COVID she started her business. So there is hope, but I believe that our governments are not tapping in, and it's not a one size fits all. With her, you have to look at her. You have to send the experts. If somebody is a consultant, you send them to look at what she 10,000 can't get her nowhere. We need to send this girl. France would steal this girl like that, because look at what she makes. They would steal her. The fashion designers would steal her. This is positivity, right? Right here, this is positivity. We have to hone in on our young people. A lot of us adults, we speak of the young people, but we do not care for them. What are you doing? You have to leave yourself behind, because I could have come there and say, oh, let's talk about this. No, I am giving my young people the exposure, but the support of, look at it, government, look at the society. When a young man is shot or killed, you will see the video going viral. But when you have a talented youth like that on my show doing stuff, you will not see it going viral. They like the gruesomeness. They do not like positivity, because if we start highlighting what our youth, what they are doing, our country will excel. And the government do what they have to do in terms of crime. We need to change the narrative. Oh, only crime in St. Lucia, blah, blah. We need to change. We have brilliant young people, and any young person, I am giving you my Monday night show for yourself, for you to show what you have done. And I'm very proud of Abigail. Let's show her stuff again, please, Mr. Producer. Yes, and Abigail, one of my supporters asked me to tell you that you have a very beautiful and cute smile. And I concur too. I concur too. Your smile is epic. You heard me?
I heard you.
Abigail?
Thank you.
Okay, all right, all right. So Abigail, it is what I will do for you. I will showcase you on my page, and I know you're building your arsenal, and people like you make me feel so much better. You know that we have talented young people, because I cannot deal with the negativity every day about this one kill. No, I am going to showcase my young people to show how brilliant they are. So Abigail, I will give you the final words to say something so we can end this segment. You are a joy, darling, and you are going to go places.
Thank you. Um, Thank you for having me on your show. Thank you for showcasing me. Um, I didn't do it alone though. In one of the shots, you showed a pair of earrings,
Mm-hmm.
the little ones with the skirts. That
Mm-hmm.
was a
Mm-hmm.
joint effort with my mother, who
Okay,
does fashion
nice.
jewelry.
Oh,
Yeah, she does
really?
fashion jewelry. So we use the recycled scraps to make some earrings to match some
Wow,
bonnets I
wow.
made. Yes, to match the
That
bonnets that were shown in the shot after that, to try to
ah,
see if we could. Yeah.
that is awesome. That is awesome. These earrings are beautiful, because I'm an earring, I'm a bag, and I'm a shoe person. That's my thing. I love earrings a lot. Earring, bags, and shoes. And you were just so wonderful. You give me hope so that people can know that our young people are doing great things. I am going to definitely keep in touch with you, because I know you're building your arsenal, and I'm getting a lot of message, a lot of text that people, me highlighting y'all, they are very happy. That's somebody say that's very nice to show us our youth what they can do, even using scrap. Somebody sent that note to me. I have to highlight them. So Monday night, the majority of my show is to highlight them. I'm giving them the opportunity to highlight themselves. So I would like, and let me tell you, getting how many accolades, maybe after, you can maybe read the comments, what people are saying, but you are going places, and you are the prime candidate for people like Kevin, Roland, the Shark Tank people to pull. You have something in your hand that is big. You have the right idea, and this is why I keep saying a youth economy cannot just be $10 million. A youth economy is scouting for young people like this, and then you look at the package, what they're presenting, and you market this young lady. You could send her to France, Paris. You could send her to California, the different places where she can make her monies. So I would like to say thank you so much, Abigail, for being my guest. You were wonderful, and I will make contact with you. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome, darling. You're most welcome. So, my people, we had Abigail tonight, and this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to highlight our young people and what they're doing. This is my country. I am taking my country back. I am going to be the first one to take my country back. Somebody is telling me very well placed show thus far. They're loving it. Let me tell you, I am going to take my country back every Monday with my young people. I am tired. I am fed up with the fact that trying to make our young people look like they ain't nothing. Our young people are the future. But you see, when you do not have a vision, and this is why I'm telling you all, I'm a very radical thinker, and that's why a lot of people maybe don't understand me, people don't like me. It's cool, because people who go places will never be understood. And I cannot let the gun violence, I cannot let the bada bow, I cannot let people just driving carelessly take over our country. This is how we build our country. A lot of you like to dwell on negativity. Crying in St. Lucia. Why? St. Lucia, not a good place to stay. I'm not coming back to live. St. Lucia is safer than where you're staying overseas. So I am not going to let this narrative continue. I am going to highlight my young people every Monday. I am going to highlight them to show you. I am going to highlight them to show you their work. Y'all are not supportive of the young people. You know, I know those are watching on television, but thanks to all those who stayed to watch her. Because if she had come here and say, if she was here in a bacchanal in Aurora, thousands would be watching. If it was a bacchanal she was in, you know, a man here, a woman here, it would be filled. Last night, before I go to bed, this happened to pop up on my phone, and I saw something, Denry segment, I think. I forget the name of the band that was launching. When you all see the young ladies matting, they had panty on them, cut up, all kind of thing, matting, bumping out, whining in front of Kuya and all kind of thing. But one thing I realized, Kuya is not stupid. The men not stupid. The girl Mate bend on her backside, shaking, half naked. Kuya was well clothed. He never whined on her. He sang, he did it. All of them trying to come and entice him whining. He never whined on any of them. He take himself, and when he finished sing, he go. So what y'all are doing in St. Lucia, y'all are trying to put all our young people in the same bracket to say our young girls matein, our young girls have no vision, and all our young boys in gangs committing crime, whereas it is not so. Y'all as the adults, y'all don't support them. Y'all don't support the young people because some of y'all are failures in your own selves. So you cannot see yourself supporting somebody to go further. So, you know, why should I support that girl? Why should I support that child? This is how our country is going to grow, right? And this is why I was explaining when the young lady was there saying, you cannot do a youth economy and just take $10 million and say you're doing a youth come. No, you have to. This is why I'm saying our country is backward. You have to have strategic people in place. Look, Akim and I, we are a team, and he went and scout and he got them. You're supposed to have strategic people in place to go and look and see what the young people doing. It's not only singing. Y'all took all the people to Dubai. Right? You took all of them to do. It's not only singing and dancing. We have some talented and creative young people. What are you doing? Right? We have young people in movies, all sorts of stuff. So this is where our thinking have to change, and I am going to kind of change the narrative, because the narrative is St. Lucia is a bad place, nobody wants to live there, bow. The police need to do their job. They know who, where, what doing. They need to go and sort themselves out and put these people where they have to be. We cannot allow my children, your children, our children of the nation to suffer because of one or two bad apples. We cannot allow that to happen. We have to keep on pressing and pushing. And what I can say is that many of y'all are not supportive of young people. You could see it in the political parties. All of them hungry. I want position. I want to be this. You're not supportive of young people. The young people, I'm going to be blunt with you. The young people are light years ahead of us. Everybody is enjoying the show. Oh, it's a beautiful show. I love your show. I love what Akim doing. They love it, but they will not support to buy coffees. It's just the same few people. Lip service, because if I was for lip service alone, I would not have brought the young people in. And I don't care if the views go down on a Monday, but I am doing my responsibility, my patriotic duty in changing the narrative and bringing on the young people. I have another young person to come on that will blow your mind. I am bringing in the young people. We have lip service. Even y'all, a lot of y'all have lip service. lip service and y'all do not support. She came on the show tonight. How many of y'all bought coffees to say, okay, wow, she was fantastic. Let us support show. How many of y'all? Not many. Y'all haven't got to go on by. So it just shows me it's a mentality thing. All of y'all want position in parties. I am telling y'all right now, whether it's Labour or SLP, take a back seat. Let the young people rule. They are so creative, and you could have seen in this young lady's work how creative she was. You could have seen it. You could have seen what she did, right? But you would not support it because it's not Roro. It's not Bepo. It's not a Natty Conqueror show. It's not this. It's not one of your favorite politicians that's there. This is why our country has an issue. Because you are not willing to support fresh talent. It's when the politicians who have been there for eons, you all want to come on the show. Oh, my favorite rep. Oh, my favorite prime minister. Oh, my favorite dog. Oh, my favorite cat. Oh, my favorite pig. But the young people who are making waves, you refuse to support them. And you say you want change. How can you have change and you do not want to embrace the young people? I practice what I preach. I tell y'all, I just don't talk crap. I practice what I preach. Look, I bring her on, and nothing will stop me from highlighting my young people on a Monday. We need to change the narrative, and I am going to change the narrative. We need to change the narrative. We cannot continue saying, St. Lucia, why St. Lucia bad? St. Lucia bad. Why? We are letting the bad boys ruin our country when we have talented people. The few bad boys and St. Lucians have a serious issue. I saw a video where it's like the policemen are dogs and the criminal are gods. What the civilians were saying, I could not make sense out of what was happening. I said nothing because until a thorough investigation is done, I cannot comment on what happened. But civilians became SSCSI. They became the SWAT team. They became the investigation department, and they just start saying things. St. Lucians prefer criminals more than the police because I need to be protected by the police. You will never like so because I will tell it to you as it is. You prefer the criminals more than the police. The disrespect that was shown to the police officers, ready to interrupt a crime scene and saying the criminals or whoever. You know what is going on in this country, and when you finish, you want to talk about saying they should have crime, but you're aiding and abetting. Look, which policeman is gonna leave his home to protect you if the public behaving like that? Huh? The first responders do not even want to go on the scene if police officers not there. You know, I really believe our IQ in this country needs to be elevated. What I saw in those videos and what was being said to the police officer was embarrassing. We are a small nation without any resources. We are a small nation without any resources. And then you want the police, when your backside's bursting, you all want the police officers to come and defend you. When they take 10 years to come, you're all crying. But last night or whenever, they were the worst. Saying policemen are dogs, them fellas have what? They have to. What? And then when you finish, you want to say the government or the policemen not solving crime. But look at y'all. Y'all embracing the criminals. Y'all not giving the police a chance to do their work. The moral of the police is very low, because if as a police, my moral will be very low. Government not backing me up, and then I go in on the street, and that's how civilians are behaving with me. Y'all St. Lucians are part of the problem. The government is a big part, but y'all are the bigger part. By not changing your thinking, everybody is still in the same way. And then to categorize our country and all the youth of the country like they bad. No. We have brilliant youth in this country, and they are not bad. We have brilliant children in this country. When you're in trouble, you'll want to be protected by the police. And Twin Peters is saying our young people are amazing. Yes, they are amazing. You know, the accolades gave to the young lady. And I'm grateful to all those who stay to hear her story, to hear what she is saying, right? And you see why our country is not going forward. We are not willing to support the younger generation. The older folks want everything. And if any political party is smart, they are going to fill their slate of candidates with young people. The rubbish about young people don't have experience, let me tell you, these young people are light years ahead of you. Now let me explain to you why the rubbish narrative saying the young people don't have experience, they shouldn't be in government or candidate. Let me debunk the madness. When you are a minister, you are under the guidance of the permanent secretary and the technocrats. Now, if you have technocrats that's all for country, not leading to any political party, our country is going to move on irrespective of who is the minister. But many of you don't understand that. Is put the young people, because a lot of y'all still greedy, a lot of y'all still want to milk the kitty. Y'all hands still want to be in the millie. Greediness. Y'all do not want to let our young people go forward. And I'm going to advocate for our young people. The political party that comes with a slate of young men, young women, y'all win. Because people are tired of the old hags that are not bringing our country anyway. People are tired of the old hags that's not bringing our country anyway. You're like to, it's like a recurring decimal. Now, you can have people being there over and over again, but they are progressive. But we're not seeing anything being progressed in this country. Nothing. And Miriam, you're talking about Mia Motley. I just had her in my mind, and I was just going to mention her name. She thinks differently. She's a woman of progress. And then she said, if you can vote 18, you can be a member of parliament. You can be a senator. Our young people are brilliant. And let me tell you something where I said that my son is brilliant. People are telling me my show is at an international level. Even congressmen want to meet with me. I tell her I live in Yoli. I go in and marry the white man. I love you. I just joking. No, but it's serious. People are watching the show and seeing the quality of the show. It's a young man. So all the awards and different things they just give, I hope you'll nominate Akeem Ernest for an award for this year. Because he's brilliant, he's fantastic, he's studying, he's doing that, he's helping me, doing all sorts of stuff. Right? So when you see we come here and y'all don't want to support, don't want to buy a coffee, I'm not doing it for her. It tells me your mentality. It tells me you're not forward thinking. Because these young people need to go out there and make a difference. Right? Y'all believe you must die in government, or you must die in a position, or you must die in a job. I cannot compete with the young people in terms of where their brain take them now. And if you're a smart person, you are going to put all young people under your arms, under your wings. They will need direction yet, but I can tell you, they will make you shine. I need to change that nasty narrative. Everybody in political parties, everybody care for their pocket. I was there before you. You're not supposed to get. All of y'all need to go and let the young people. Man, I would love to see 17 or 16 young people. And when I mean young people, but you can vote at 18, but I think you have to be 21 to be your MP or whatever. Why people change that? Why you don't change that, Philip JPA? Put it to 18. But before our young people can get into that position, something has to change. The constitution of this country is crap. It's bull. It needs to change. The constitution of this country needs to change. Change it, and you're going to get a lot of good young people coming into the fray. And when you are a candidate or when you are in politics, it ain't about you. It's about moving the country forward. And I can tell you, if we had a group of young people leading our country, our GDP would grow because they would lean to science and technology. And everybody under it would filter down, and people would be able to live in this country. Right now, nothing is running in this country. But you see, the wrong narrative is being sung. Oh, country is not good. I don't want to come back to live in St. Lucia. Oh gosh, I staying right here. Because you know why? If I leave, we have too many talented young people. And my job is to showcase them every Monday, as long as I can have them. Is to showcase them and show the world. The world watches this show. I am amazed. The world watches the show. So who knows who's going to pick up Ebony? Who is going to pick up Abigail? Who is going to pick up Kyle and my other brilliant one I will be bringing on? Our young people are the future. Our young, and that is what people are not willing to change the narrative. People are willing to embrace the old narrative, what they're accustomed to. They are not willing to say, let us think for ourselves. It's about the future. I really, in my heart of hearts, hope and pray that St. Lucians can see it ain't about being greedy. It ain't about politicians. It's about our young people. It is about our young people. So you too, all over faces showing, hey, crime here. Some of you don't even live here. You live in the worst of the worstest country where crime is. You don't even live here. Every day it's a bow. Oh, things are getting bad in St. Lucia. Oh, the crime. The police officers and this government need to give them the support they need. And we need to show the world. We need to show the world that we are on par. By changing our thought process, by highlighting the good. If you only highlight the bad, what do you think is going to happen? I give this government licks when they deserve it. But we need to change the thinking. We need to change. And let me tell you, and those that not living in St. Lucia, they're first to shade. Oh, things bad in St. Lucia. The crime. I live in here, I good. I live in here, I good. I will protect myself. I will not leave my home and go walk alone in the night or, just go like a mad woman. I will not do that. You protect yourself. You protect yourself. So all of you are like saying, I love my country. And I take umbrage to that. St. Lucia bad. I'm not coming back here to live. Really? Really? Change the narrative. Let us highlight our brilliant minds. Okay, we only want to highlight those who get scholarships, those who place number 1 in CSEC, those who get how many this, how many that, and we're not portraying those millionaires in the making. We're not portraying them, but we only portraying what we want. Where is the youth development? Where is the youth economy? I am going to advocate for my youth. Excuse me, let me just drink some water. I am going to advocate for my youth. I am not a selfish person, because if I was selfish, I would come and do what you all want me to do. Oh, politics, talk about politics. No, I'm giving them the Monday night, it is theirs. And I can tell you a lot of people, and imagine the audacity of some people. Oh, the Monday show is so nice. We love it. You should make Monday night the youth affair. And you know what? Not one coffee they buying. Y'all love my service, but it's not me you like. Y'all know I dread like that to tell y'all as it is. Y'all like my service, but not me y'all like. Because y'all will not even put one coffee, which is free, to buy for so. It's just the faithful ones that will do it. Y'all like my service, y'all don't like me. Because let me tell y'all, when I singing for y'all party, y'all like me. When I giving them licks, y'all ready to hang me. So I going to sing my truth, whether it's SLP, UWP, and I'm going to talk for my young people. Because that's the only way our country is going to go forward. That's the only way St. Lucia is going to progress. And if the same people, let me tell you that, you know how many ministers, both present and past, cannot even use technology properly? You're putting these young people in front, them computers, them cameras, and they're like whiz. You know how many, we have a set of men that cannot even sit in front, and women cannot sit in front of a computer, plug it in, and to do different stuff, do whatever. I am a very IT person. I think Akim gets his IT brain from me, right? So how many of them can do it? You have to move with the time, and you must be willing. The reason why we are in this mess, a lot of people in position in this country, they're not confident in themselves to impart knowledge to others, because they believe when they do, the person will be better than you. So the person should be better than you because you imparted the knowledge, and you should be happy about it. So all of y'all, and I want some of y'all that living in the diaspora, leave us alone. Stop making the world believe St. Lucia is the worst of the worstest. Because I understood, I am not privy to say what I know, but I understood things from a different perspective. So some of you will just take the videos and blow it out of proportion. It's not paka. You're not living here. You're not living here. Whether it's Flobo or SLP in power, I would say the same thing. It is our country. Because when you do that, our GDP is going to go down. Tourism already, with that mad government, don't know what the hell they're doing. Right? So some of y'all and your political blindness. Yes, that government get me sick, and they will get leaks on Wednesday when I come. But tonight is not for politics. But y'all blinded with UWP, SLP, that y'all cannot see you killing our country. You cannot see you killing our country. Zodpaka wait and say, I don't have to leave my home, go and walk, go and look for my little bus because I park my car, right? And be happy and doing what I doing. Y'all want to portray the place like he's like he's gangster. Zodpaka wait and see, I will give y'all blows stories. Y'all know me already. So y'all like my service. Y'all don't like me when I speak in your favor, but I am here to speak the truth. Now, my people, tomorrow I have to be out of here early. Remember, support the show. You like my service, you don't like me. That's why y'all not buying the coffee. Y'all know I dread if y'all like that. Y'all like my service, but y'all don't like me to say give the show $3. Y'all know I will put y'all straight. Don't like my service and don't like me. But it was wonderful having Miss Abigail Mitchell tonight. She made me feel so happy. It was such a light show, you know. So Wednesday, I will be with you. We'll be touching some serious issues. And, you know, Wednesday I was supposed to have a handsome gentleman. Very handsome. But he said to me Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, because I invited him Wednesday. So he asked me what other day. So I won't tell you who is this handsome man. So maybe Saturday when he gets back to me. So Wednesday I will be with you all, giving you all the usual information. So on Saturday he should be with me. I guess he'll be more relaxed and think. Y'all will love him. Yeah, y'all will come and full up the live. Y'all will come and full of it because it's politics. Y'all love it. Y'all will come. But to support my young people, Pakavini. Anyway, my sweet people, remember I love you. Be good, stay safe, and we will ride again on Wednesday if God spare. Be good. Bye. Love you.
We expose lies and deceit. Expect us